Hold on, that's a good one. It's like that. Yeah.
Chris Colfer is an actor, producer, screenwriter, and author. His previous books include Struck by Lightning, The Carson Phillips Journal, The Land of Stories, The Witching Spell, and The Land of Stories, The Enchantress Returns. We are here tonight to celebrate the widely anticipated release of The Land of Stories, A Grim Morning.
Thank you guys so much for being here. So glad people showed up. I think first on our agenda this evening is I'm going to be revealing the winners of the fan art competition that we had. And oh my God, have you seen that Meryl Streep movie, Sophie's Choice? That's what I experienced with this. And some of the most amazing things that I've seen that made by you guys, I didn't even, this is just like the tip of the iceberg with this competition. So,
Alright, so the first one we're going to unveil there is Two Worlds by Alyssa Miller.
Oh, that's really cool.
Alright, and the next one is entitled Goldilocks and Porridge by Denise LaBelle.
I told you he was doing his hair.
Last but not least is Esmia's Entrance by Diana Del Judas.
Wow. That's good.
Thank you guys, and I'll leave the stage to you guys.
His glasses. Okay, I got a Snapchat. Talk about bad timing. Snapchat? Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture.
I'm taking this up. With all of you, of course.
We didn't end up in the selfie.
Everyone retweet it. Yes, yeah, we'll do that one. Right now, I'm reading an excerpt from Chapter 4, A Wedding in the Woods. And this chapter Goldilocks and Jack have a secret wedding in the woods.
My OTT.
And Mother Goose officiates. All right, everyone. If you still have your legs, please stand for the bride, Mother Goose said. The guests stood and turned to the back of the clearing. Red stayed seated until Alex pulled her up to her feet. A flock of sparrows perched high in the trees began to sing a beautiful ballad as Goldilocks appeared. She was stunning. She wore a simple but elegant white lacy dress with a long train. She was barefoot, and her golden locks of hair flowed all the way down to her waist. Wildflowers had been wrapped around the handle of her sword, and she carried it down the aisle like a bouquet. It was beautiful but lethal, just like Goldilocks. Despite all the gruesome guests, no one could deny the ceremony had turned out to be beautiful. Goldilocks arrived at the pulpit, and she and Jack faced Mother Goose with tears of joy in their eyes. "Well, sit down already," Mother Goose ordered the crowd. Once they obeyed, she continued officiating. 407 years ago, whoops, wrong speech, sorry. Dearly beloved, we are gathered, God knows where, today, to celebrate the joining of these two wanted fugitives. Mother Goose turned to face Jack. "Jack, do you take Goldilocks, a woman charged with countless burglaries, breaking and entering, and running from the law? Don't forget attempted murder," Red called from the back of the pulpit. "I wasn't going to," Mother Goose said. "And attempted murder. To be your outlawfully wedded wife, in sickness and in health, in arrest and in imprisonment, until death do you part." There was no question in Jack's mind. "I do," he said, with the biggest smile he'd ever been seen with. Mother Goose turned to Goldilocks. "Goldilocks, do you take this man, a national hero whose reputation you single-handedly ruined, to be your outlawfully wedded husband, in sickness and in health, in arrest and in imprisonment, until death do you part?" Goldilocks had never looked so happy in her life. "I do," she said. "Well, in that case, let's get this thing over with," Mother Goose called out. "With the power semi-entrusted in me by the Happily Ever After Assembly, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the..." Before she could permit it, Jack and Goldilocks locked lips, and a crowd of guests cheered wildly. Once they were done kissing, they climbed astride porridge and galloped back down the aisle and off into the sunset with Oates, following closely behind. "That's Porridge's sign." Mother Goose snapped her fingers, and a sign magically appeared over Porridge's back. It read, "Just married." Watching the wedding had somehow... So sweet, so sweet. Watching the wedding had somehow made all of Alex's fears and doubts about taking a walk with Rook go away. That's the boy she has a crush on. They're 14 now. Stuff's getting real. She wanted to be just as happy as Jack and Goldilocks one day, and she didn't care how many emotional obstacles she'd have to go through to get there. "All right, now everyone get out of here before I'm seen with you," Mother Goose said. "And to that ogre in the back, you still owe me 17 gold coins from our card game last week. I haven't forgotten." All the guests disappeared into the forest as quickly as they had appeared. Froggy joined Alex and Red in the center of the clearing and gave Alex an enormous hug. "Hello, Alex. It's always wonderful to see you," he said. "Lovely wedding, don't you think?" "It was beautiful," Alex said. "Don't you think it was beautiful, Red?" Red didn't respond. Her arms were crossed, and she was frowning in the direction Jack and Goldilocks had ridden off in. "Darling, what's wrong?" Froggy asked. "Didn't you enjoy the ceremony?" "I did," Red said unconvincingly. "Especially the dress, because it was mine. She stole it from me." Now a little Q&A from viewers like you. Okay, great. So, I love this. Always my favorite part of what's nice. This is from Denise LaBelle. She's from Eastern Shore of Maryland, and her favorite character is Goldilocks. And her question is, how did you decide on the artist for your book covers? Could there be a graphic novel? Well, when I first did the very first Slam Stories, my publisher sent me a big portfolio of all their favorite artists. And the first one they sent, I didn't really identify with any of them. So they sent me a second one, and Brandon Dorman's artwork was in that, and I fell in love with it because it was just so majestic and magical, and I thought it was just perfect for what it is. And oh my God, his covers are just gorgeous, and yeah, I couldn't be more thankful for his work. And a graphic novel is actually one thing that people really want. So I would be very open to a graphic novel. So yeah, that's great. Okay, this question is from Elena and Jane. What is your biggest hope and fear about your books? Well, I think the biggest hope has happened, thanks to you guys. And I think my biggest fear was that people would just take it as a big joke, because I think when actors try to write, it's always a bit of a taboo, and it was really rough the first time I was out promoting the book, because everyone was like, "Oh, you wrote a book." That's not. Yeah. Tell us what Kristen Chenoweth is like. And she's amazing, of course. But yeah, so I think I'm over it. The hope is accomplished, and the fear has passed now. This question is from Sabrina. Do you plan on writing more young adult teen books? Similar to SPL. Also, who's your favorite Avenger? Definitely. I think as soon as I'm done with the Land Stories, I think I have 2 more young adult novels in me. For now.
2 more.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh, Sabina? Sorry, Sabrina. And you know, my favorite Avenger, I think, is Black Widow, and I'll tell you why. She don't got a power. She's out there. She doesn't need a superpower. All she needs is a gun and good direction. This one is from Mariana in the house. And is it Giovanni? Yeah. Giovanni. Cool. And they ask, if you could play anyone from any musical, who would it be and why? Oh gosh. That's hard. I didn't have an answer prepared for this one. Well, I've always wanted to be gay but next to normal. Because I think I could be the adorable boy next door, the creepy ghost. All right. So this question is from Julia and Sophia. Sophia, is that right? So it looks like an eye. Sophia. Cool, great. Which books are you reading at the moment? I'm reading like 3, which I'm doing myself no favors. I'm reading Hillary Clinton's Hard Choices. I'm reading Jennifer Saunders' Bonkers, which is hysterical. And there's this book called The Demonologist, which I've yet to finish. I've been reading it for like 2 years. Because it is a long book, but it's good. It's really good. I highly recommend those. I know I'm forgetting something. I'm trying to think which one of my housewife friends just released a book, because I'm sure I've been reading that too. Yeah, I think that sums it up. Yeah. Okay, this question is from Shana. How to spell this? Say this. Shania? Shania? Okay, Shania. Cool. Great. Very cool. Her question is, if the Land Stories doesn't have a movie, do you want it animated or live action? I get asked this a lot. I'm definitely, as you know, when the book first came out, I was completely against the movie, because I wanted the book to have a life as a book first, because it was a story about storytelling, and I hated that movies are seen kind of as like the conclusion of a book series, where I think it should just be a continuation more than a conclusion. But I mean, now that they've done so well, and teachers are using them in classrooms, and librarians are using them for like book of the month around the country, and the little kids come up to me and they say, "When's the movie? When's the movie?" I'm definitely more open now to a movie. But I'm definitely open to animated or live action. I think little kids want to see it live action, so they can see it come to life. I think maybe I'm leaning a little more towards that. But I think it'd be a great animated movie. So if you know anyone, this is from Christina Brown. Do Connor and Alex ever regret their decisions to stay in their worlds? How do they handle being apart? Very good question, and they each have a chapter in this book about that, and the difficulties of being away from your twin. What's that? Oh, you're twins? Nice! So am I. Okay, this is from Jack and Joey. Since there was never a backstory for the Evil Queen in the classics, how did you come up with your own interpretation? Honestly, it came from back when I was a kid, because I was always wondering, who is that guy in the mirror, and why is she so obsessed with this man in the mirror? Why is she listening to him? Then I just kind of came up with that. He was her long lost boyfriend, and I think the Heart of Stone came later. Probably after I kind of like I started Glee, and I found myself becoming almost very numb to certain situations, and I thought that would be very cool to have a character with a heart of stone, that she literally turned her heart into stone so she couldn't feel anything, and we've all been through heartbreak, and we know what that's like. Let's see, okay. And next question is from Tiffany, and her question is, if Atlanta Stories ever became a movie, who would you want to cast as Alex and Connor? I would want to cast unknowns. I feel like I really lucked out, and I got cast in something as a complete unknown, and it worked out for me. I really want to find them. I don't know if I'd want them just to come from an agent. I think I'd want to find those kids. So that would be fun. Right. Next question is from Kendra Havenbrook. And she asks, how does Brian feel about all your traveling for the book tour? Have he and Cooper become friends yet? Well, I have a surprise for you. Brian is here. No, I'm kidding. Brian's not here.
That was mean, Chris.
Right. No, he's not there. No, he's at home. And he and Cooper, it was a rough start. But once Brian established the ground rules that Cooper was in his home, and there was nothing permanent about Cooper's residence there, they seemed to get along fine. And actually, we caught them sleeping in the same bed the other night. And then people would be like, "We caught ya," and they're like, "What? No, not what? No." And that's it. Great, cool. So thank you. I guess we'll start the signing now.
Now when you get up there, tell on the camera, thank you for answering my question.
One more round of applause.
Oh my God. I think I just died. I wanted to take your reaction, but then it's gone too quickly.
Here's what we're going to do. Just give us a few minutes to set up the stage, get it safe for everyone. The way this is going to go is we're going to call you guys up row by row. So until a member of the staff asks you to stand and collect your things, please stay in your seats. Again, please stay in your seats. We're going to call you up row by row. As soon as the staff member comes to your row, thank
When
you.
you get up there, say, I'm Kendra, thank you for answering my question.